this and be mine.
Elder Scrolls and the Daedric worship. In this series, we will be delving into the minds of those who worship the Daedra Princes and try to understand what drives them to submit their souls to these powerful beings of the Elder Scrolls world. I hope you enjoy and stay tuned for more. Azura, Prince of Dusk and Dawn. Those who follow Azura, also known as the Twilight Queen, surrender themselves to the prince's love above all else, knowing she cherishes their souls in life and death. Mortals all have mixed feelings on these Daedra lords, but with a loving heart, many find their way to the caring light of Azura. Love of themselves and to their god is the largest responsibility these cultists are tasked with when following the Twilight Queen. Though with love, hatred will always exist, and those who dare to tamper with Azura and her love will be severely punished. Cultists of Azura are mostly looking for love in the world where they could not find it elsewhere. Azura, in truth, will do anything for her followers, loving them as if they were her own spouse. Azura, though with Daedric blood, is more accepted than many of the other Daedric princes, where peace and love will be guarded by her strict fist. Azura loves you. Boethia, Prince of the Dark Warrior. When you bleed for Boethia, the crimson that stains the cold ground will be your offering to your god. Those in service to the deceiver of nations range from royalty, knights, beggars, farmers, and even the famous heroes of the lands. Yet there surely would be less worship if these individuals would ever meet. Know that death is an eventuality. Know that you are dust in the eyes of Boethia. In this ancient saying, the cultists' minds wander with dreams of being the greatest and strongest in all the lands. All are willing to offer their blood in battle to the Dark Warrior. No matter the dispute, for all disagreements are trivial, whether it be nations at war or someone stealing your sweet roll. The only purpose one may have is to be on top or bleed to death trying. Clavicus Vile, Prince of Trickery. When life gets too boring, why not entertain yourself by meddling in the affairs of others? Many choose to follow neutrality in day-to-day life, knowing well it's dangerous just the same. Clavicus Vile, the politician of Daedra, enjoys giving tasks out to his loyal cultists as they excitingly follow in their god's affairs with the promises of powerful rewards. The life of these souls are filled with the want to hold high social power, whether genuine or not. They just need the push it takes to tip the scales in their favor. These individuals may be seen as good or evil, though in reality, codes of right and wrong can always be negotiated. Life is full of tricks, even for gods. When offered the chance of social acceptance, the trick may be caring for the poor, or causing the accident of the new king. The advice of the trickster stays true. You think you lose, you die, and that's the end. It's not. Your status will follow you in life and death forever. Maris Mora, Prince of Forbidden Knowledge. I am the mystery at the end of existence, the first secret whispered at the dawn of creation. You may find the saying written throughout the infinite number of black books, scattered in the name of the one who knows. Curiosity and the need to know the forbidden. Many minds wander, but when your mind wanders too far, where will you be? The cultists of the Great Eye cover their bodies in tattoos resembling tentacles and eyes, in resemblance of their god. Yet, for if they only knew what his true form could take, their minds would shatter. These cultists may worship this god out of the fear of his gift of forbidden knowledge of past and future. With this power, this demon of knowledge could do as he pleases. Yet, despite having all the answers, the cult has comfort knowing Maris Mora does not like to intervene as much as he likes to watch. If you are lucky, you may be welcomed to his endless library, to wander for eternity, seeking any knowledge you desire. Yet all knowledge is here. All books have their black abyss covers, yet none are labeled. Yet you must know more, but you will never know as much as he. Happy lurking. Ursine, Prince, Lord of the Hunt. The blood moon will rise again, and my hounds will walk the land. Let this world enjoy its brief respite, for Ursine will hunt again. When you pull back that light string on that old bow, knowing well with your release a soul will leave this world, will it bring you joy? If the answer is yes, you may hope to find yourself in the afterlife ruled by the master of the chase. You must be a fair person to be called a cultist of the hunt. Always allow your prey a chance to escape, even if small, and maybe when the hare turns back to the hunters, a new sense of pride can be felt by the master of beasts. You may not even truly worship this god to gain his favor, for he cares not for your dedication to him, yet the blood rush that consumes you closing in onto your prey. Whether these cultists, or even random people, accept a precious gift Ursine will bestow on them, people will gain the gift of lycanthropy that will taint their souls, reserving them a spot in the hunting grounds upon death. There, your soul will forever play the roles of hunter or hunted, or even death here will give you another chance to feel this exciting rush. Life to this cult is nothing more than a bloody game, and much like your hunted supper, you don't have a choice to participate. Happy hunting, happy running. Jigalag, Prince of Order. Those who devote themselves to Jigalag are devoting themselves to logical order. Originality is a sin to the cultists of Jigalag as they don simple, bleak, colorless attire. The followers find themselves in a world they feel as not real, with lack of control. Followers of order do not concern themselves with acknowledgement of being liked or disliked. Much like Jigalag, the cultists want to know all of what the future holds. The best way to know is to hold strict order. Order dominates change, and without change, the future becomes known. Doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, is the definition of madness, and the cult despises madness. Malakath, Prince, defender of the betrayed. Keeper of the grudge, harden my heart. This is one of the many prayers a bystander will hear being chanted loudly throughout orc strongholds all across the lands. Life as a Malakath cultist may be one of the simplest lives one may live. You must not be soft. You must fight honorable. You must fuel the anger that guides betrayal. And most importantly, if something is not worth fighting for, it is beneath you. These strong, bloodthirsty individuals breathe and bleed Malakath's simple rules, for if they do, the afterlife will welcome them. For the afterlife promises the powerful to endless feasts and battles to last all of eternity. Life is straightforward for the followers of the Furious One, in the most literal of sense. If you find yourself wronging a member of the cult, be prepared to be challenged, for honor requires blood. Remember, bows are for hunting, fights are for warriors. Smash in your enemy's face. Arun Dagon, Prince of Ambition. To the eyes of an outsider, destruction has only evil purpose, but some see destruction as a form of hope. When peace won't bring needed change, maybe the Flame Father is what's needed to spark rebellion. Free will over oppression is what the cultists live to preach. The timid shall be cast down, the mighty shall tremble at my feet and pray for pardon. The followers of Dagon see the high and wealthy as a disgusting waste when the kings get too comfortable. Holding power over others is the ultimate sin. The power to rule is reserved to Lord Dagon, and even then, the people are free. Setting morality aside, the cult of Dagon only wish to see the ultimate freedom, whether that means setting slaves free or the right to kill your neighbor. At the end of each day, what you do is up to you, and not what others demand of you. Love change. Love destruction. Mephala, Prince of Whispers. When you see strife of a grieving wife whose husband was found in bed with another, and it makes you smile, you may find yourself in Mephala's web. With the wicked intent, these followers love the webs Mephala weaves around the mortals of the world, whether they want it or not. Murder, lies, deception, and most important of all, secrets, are what these dark hearts crave. Though, unlike other princes, the only secrets these cultists want are the obscure and undisclosed. Betrayal of family, betrayal of friends, treachery of kings and queens, lies that cause unreversible damage are very amusing. The followers of Mephala understand even their own safety is not important to their Whispering Lady, which makes life even more of an enjoyable wicked game all must play. If you fear the plot weaver's webs are closing in, just remember not to jump to conclusions, and hopefully your trusted companions won't be coming to kill you. Daedra Prince of Life. Destiny is fulfilled for the vessel. Maybe your wife or husband was struck down by the clutches of undead. Maybe the shadows of the wicked have stumbled too close to home. Would you trade your free will to shine for the Lady of Light? These cultists give themselves fully to the Bright Lady, for her promise to destroy the damned upbringing of necromancy and other foul beings is enough to trade their own souls for brighter days. This radiant god indeed holds the blood of the Daedra, yet remains a large threat to her prince peers. Though pure in many ways, the cult feeds off the hatred of their god, showing that light can be used as a weapon. If you find yourself slipping with nothing left to lose, if you are done with the wicked ways of the world, travel far, and meet the kind souls at the end of the path. Accept the invite for hot food and a warm bed to sleep. When you wake, open your bag and hear a new voice shatter your mind. A new hand touches the beacon. Molag Bal, Prince of Domination. Those who follow the soul of the enslaver hold joy in the torture of others. Falling into this prince's clutches, however, you will see yourself forced into ceaseless labor beyond the grave. Hail Molag Bal, Prince of Pain, for men are meant to struggle. The Dark Prince's followers spew these words, for hardship is inevitable, but instead of lying in sorrow, the cultists embrace this pain. This pain is wisdom. These individuals grow resilient in shadow, believing the weak must be punished by the strong. This belief and behavior might not come from a place of hatred. These cultists may be psychopaths who just want to inflict pain, or maybe it's intoxicating to feel the conquering of those beneath you. It calls to them, though what all of these twisted minds share in common is the will of domination. Those who offer themselves to the Dreadlord even beyond death may see themselves with the privilege of becoming an undead abomination, or even the gift of vampirism. If you are unfortunate enough to find your broken bones under the mace of Bal, you better be prepared, for your true suffering has not even started. Nocturnal, Prince of Shadows, Night, and Darkness. The children of the Mother of Shadows worship her in the comforting darkness she provides. Night among strangers, secrets in the dark, Nocturnal is here. The cultists of Lady Luck range from thieves, loners, and rejects of the world who seek validation and fortune. The hearts of these many individuals may be as dark as the shadows they indulge in, yet that's not the case for everyone. These individuals take their mother's wishes very seriously, and that even her true motives stay hidden to only herself. When you close your eyes, if you get a comforting dream from a calming, loving woman, and feel the dark comfort she provides, know, whether this comfort is genuine or manipulation, what you feel inside is real. The Night Mistress will take care of you. She will give you a second chance, and with her interest, your interest will be fulfilled. Make your home in the Elder's shadows. Prince of Pestilence. Those who follow Periite, Prince of Pestilence, also known as the Taskmaster, do not view sickness as a weakness, but as a blessing. Those who find themselves understanding the wickedness of the world will see what Periite has to offer. The worshippers begin to live by the saying, sometimes the world can only be cleansed by disease. A cultist of Periite sees the world as nasty and imperfect with no order or respect. Instead of suffer, they enjoy the sickness they contract, enjoying every moment of the decay destroying their mortal body. The goal of these followers is to share Periite's blessing with the world in hopes of worldwide death. The followers believe only the most faithful to the Prince of Pestilence will survive, and when the time comes, Periite will remake the world in a more perfect way. These followers of the Taskmaster do not act with evil intent. They fully believe that the world's problems will never be able to be solved without some sort of intervention. To the followers, that intervention is purging the wickedness with a plague. Periite, much like the rest of the Daedric princes, do not fully understand a mortal's concept of good and evil. Periite's motives could be one of wicked intent, or maybe much like his followers believe, he is trying to make the world a better place by contaminating the bad seeds and starting again. Sanguine, Prince of Revelry. A bottle in hand, with lust in your heart, may land you an invitation from Lord Sanguine. When normal life begins to become too boring, the cultists of lust find themselves dancing not only with more mortals like themselves, but as well with Daedra and even their god himself. The deeds this party god takes part in may come to as a gray area when it comes to good and evil, between the followers and others around them. Debauchery. One word all who follow the Lord of Relations carry within their devoted souls. No matter if you are loving or spiteful to those around you, when you are at your God's party, you must learn this. Become your true depraved self. No masks to hide your true intentions. Give into all your desires. One more drink, one more dance, forever. Sheogorath, Prince of Madness. Those who favor creativity over one's own sanity may find themselves serving the Mad God. A change is coming. Everything changes. Words that may dance in the unpredictable minds of Sheogorath's insane population. The followers find themselves indulging on whim, acting out whatever harmless or twisted thought that appears in their mind in any given moment. Though these minds may not fully understand the sanity most others hold, they love the mad god with all of their crazy being, singing, "Who tricks us when we are foolish, punishes us when we are wrong, tortures us when we are unmindful, and loves us in our imperfections." To these devoted madmen, Sheogorath may be more than just a powerful god to worship. This god may feel like home, looking to Sheogorath as a strict yet loving fool, but as well as a father that demands everyone to be themselves. For yourself is what madness loves, and to pretend what you are not is not fun at all. To find your mad god, the cultists will prepare your sacrifice. Prepare to sacrifice your cabbage and cheese. Be ready or not, or maybe later. Daedra Prince of dreams and nightmares. Are you destructive for the sake of destruction? Do others disgust you? You may follow the Queen of Nightmares. Exposure to the horrors the Dreamweaver shows you will break your fear. The cultists of the Dark Lady are not foreign to evil arts and will do what it takes to satisfy their god. These twisted individuals are very smart when it comes to the alchemy practices, creating potions and gas that will bound oneself to the never-ending slumber. In this deep sleep, victims of Vermino will undergo countless nightmares the gifter will consume. Sometimes there are worse fates than death, which you will surely understand under the cult's clutches. Whether this form of practice is truly used to flesh out the weak-willed, or just a fun game, one thing is for certain. The nightmares are real. You look tired.